horses and drivers enter the racetrack for tonight's sixth race. A trot at 1 mile, purse $3,400. Parade Marshal and outrider Gina Mishler leads the trotters in the post parade. Number 1, Levesque Vita. By Elsie Johnson, Eaton Rapids, Michigan. Brad Kramer drives. Number 2, Grand Galaxy, is owned by Bob Coberly of Lambertville, Michigan. The driver is Mark Edworth. Number 3, Doc Otis, owned by Don O'Courier of Belleville, Michigan. Don Courier Jr. in the bike. Number 4, it's Mr. Overcool, owned by Tyler Buter. Carol Baker of Michigan with Tyler Buter. Number 5 is Lucky George, with Kerry Schroyer, Temperance, Michigan. Jeff Schroyer in the bike and rounding out the field. Number 6, Loving Disposition, owned by Leo Brian Clark, Blissfield, Michigan. The driver is Mike Wolf. Post time in 7 minutes. Gates rolling, and it's post time for the 6th. Sixth race trotters in behind the gate. They're set to go. Levesque Vita, the rail horse, on a break early. The 1 makes a break. They're off and trotting. Doc Otis sent out early. Loving Disposition up on the outside. These two out after the early command with Grand Galaxy charging away early in third. Racing 4 on the inside. Lucky George, 5 on the inside as they wheel to that turn. Oh, that's Mr. Overcool, and way back to the horse that made a break, Levesque Vita. As a wheel now to that first turn, up on the outside going after now and getting command of the field. That's Loving Disposition. As they trot past the opening quarter, they're in 28 and 3/5. Loving Disposition shows the way, has the lead, and has it by 1. On the inside, trotting along in second, that's Grand Galaxy. It's 2 further back to third. And Lucky George racing in 4, Doc Otis. Mr. Overcool waits in 5. And back to the trailer, that's Levesque Vita, who has a lot of ground to make up. They wheel into the club turn. Pacers head for the halfway point, and on the chooch, with the lead, it's Loving Disposition, your leader. On the inside, Grand Galaxy waits in second. Lucky George in third. Doc Otis is in 4. Mr. Overcool angles to the outside in 5. The half is 59 seconds, and down the backside, they motor. With the lead, it continues to be Loving Disposition. Grand Galaxy sits the pocket in second. Lucky George is there in third. Mr. Overcool on the outside is in 4. 5 on the inside is Doc Otis, and back to the trailer as they drive down the backside. Levesque Vita. It's still a Loving Disposition, still your leader, still has it by 2. Grand Galaxy is still there in second as they pass the 3/4 mile station. They trot 3/4 in 129 flat. They wheel through that final turn. With the lead, Loving Disposition on the outside, Grand Galaxy. Here comes Mr. Overcool on the outside in third. They cut the corner, they turn for home, less than an 8 to come. It's Loving Disposition. And Mr. Overcool on the outside, coming at her and coming on. It's a Loving Disposition on the inside. Mr. Overcool on the outside. Loving Disposition and Mr. Overcool. Loving Disposition to win it. There they are. 2 minutes, 2/5, time for the mile. In the winner's circle, number 6, Loving Disposition. 6-year-old daughter of Devontae had a sweetheart LaBelle by Lindy's Crown. My Leo Brian Clark. Brian Clark, the trainer. Mike Wolf, the driver. 3rd season's victory. Loving Disposition, a mile tonight in 2 minutes, 2/5. Prices are on the board and officials. 6, Loving Disposition, 440, 260, and 210. Second, number 4, Mr. Overcool, 320 and 240. Finishing third, number 5, Lucky George, 280 to show.
And the gate's moving. Fields on the turn. Field of 9, Michigan Sire Trotters straight out onto the backstretch for this evening's 4th race from Hazel Park. And they're off and trotting. A Loving Disposition and Chamber of Secrets moving out for the lead. Rambo Can Do on the outside. Our April Love towards the inside. The Ace is back. On the far outside, around the first turn they go, and it's Loving Disposition who kicks away. Chamber of Secrets looking to drop into a vacated 2-hole, vacated by Rambo Can Do, who's third. The Ace is back, 4th by 3. On the inside in 5th, our April Love driving up to that one's outside as they make their way to the first quarter. Girl, super chick, he's all the way into 5th, and we'll see if Merriman wants the rest there. Opening quarter in a time of 29 and 2. So with the lead, it's Loving Disposition. Chamber of Secrets right there in the pocket. Rambo Can Do is third. On the outside, Girl is Super Chick passed up the hole and drives forward in 4th, picking up that cover. To the outside 5th, the Ace is back. 3 lengths back to our April Love. Sis Can Do floating to the outside 7th. Roundabout Rose picks up that cover, and He's a Ranger trails as they go around the turn. Loving Disposition at 1-1. Girl is Super Chick at 75-1. And Girl is Super Chick just made a break. She's off stride. Half goes in 101. Slowed second quarter for the favorite Loving Disposition, who set sail for 3/4 up 1.5 lengths. Racing in second is Chamber of Secrets. 2 lengths back to a rail riding Rambo Can Do in third. The Ace is back is 4th and 5 away. Our April Love trying to slide up the inside, but there's not enough room. Sis Can Do moves up to the outside, trying to bring Roundabout Rose with him. Around the turn they go, and Loving Disposition whipped the lead. Chamber of Secrets is tracked throughout. 3/4 and a 131 and 1. Third quarter, 30 and 1 for Loving Disposition. On the inside, Chamber of Secrets is out for the drive now. Rambo Can Do trying to track down that top duo in third by 4. Then it's an all-out. The Ace is back as they straighten away. Loving Disposition cuts the corner. Chamber of Secrets just a half length away. Loving Disposition digs down and kicks away again. Chamber of Secrets on the outside second. Rambo Can Do is third as they come down to the line. But Young Tyler and Loving Disposition gate to wire. Chamber of Secrets second. Rambo Can Do third and 201 and 3. Entering the winner's circle, tonight's 4th race winner, number 4, Loving Disposition. 5-year-old mare by Devontae, the Lindy's Crown mare's Sweetheart Lobel. Loving Disposition, owned by Brian Clark of Blissfield, Michigan. Also the winning trainer, Tyler Buter, is the winning driver. Loving Disposition trots the mile in 2:01 and 3/5. Fields on the turn. And a field of 8 Michigan Sire Trotters straighten out onto the backstretch for the third from Hazel. 3 CF Nordic Storm lagging the gate. The rest is sent on. Loving Disposition on the inside is out for the lead. Moving away between horses alertly. There goes Tom's Top Cat. Outside of that one, torched by an Angel. Away 4th hour, April Love. Outside, it's a Blitz. Around the first turn, Loving Disposition owns a length and a quarter advantage over Tom's Top Cat. Torched by an Angel, drafting along in third. Off stride in the rears. There goes Girl is Super Chick. Girl is Super Chick is off stride. Loving Disposition hits the opening quarter in a time of 30-3. Loving Disposition up by a length and a quarter. Inside in second is Tom's Top Cat. On the outside, CF Nordic Storm driving up now third, second. Inside fourth, torched by an Angel. Gap 6 or 7. Back to our April Love in fifth. Roundabout Rose moving to the outside of It's a Blitz, and a long way back to Girl is Super Chick as they go around the club turn. Loving Disposition trying to take them all the way. CF Nordic Storm trying to prevent it. Inside Tom's Top Cat. Racing in form, torched by an Angel. Half goes 1 minute in 3. Up the back stretch. Heavy favorite Loving Disposition opening up 3 on the field. Tom's Top Cat trying to keep in contact. Torched by an Angel into third. As CF Nordic Storm starts his descent backwards. Our April Love to the inside. Moving to the outside. Roundabout Rose. Under heavy Alexander urging as they're just about at 3/4. Loving Disposition has built a lead of 4.5. Tom's Top Cat is second. Racing in third is torched by an Angel as they hit 3/4 in a 1:30-4. Loving Disposition trying to finish it now. He's not out of the woods yet. Tom's Top Cat still digging in. Torched by an Angel now, moving to the outside. 5 back to our April Love as they straighten the way for the stretch drive, but Loving Disposition is opening up at will. Loving Disposition leads by 6 or 7 lengths now. Tom's Top Cat on the inside second. Torched by an Angel is third as they come down to the line. It was a wash for Loving Disposition. Tom's Top Cat second, torched by an Angel third, and 2:01 and 1. Disposition owned and trained by Brian Clark of Blissfield, Michigan. Tyler Buter, the winning driver. Loving Disposition in 2:01 and 1. Race rundown. On the turn. And a field of 8. Michigan Sire Trotters straighten out onto the backstretch for the first on this Tuesday from Hazel. And they're off and trotting inside Chamber of Secrets, moving out for the lead. Tom's Top Cat between horses. On the outside, Louis Lulu. Loving Disposition way on the outside as they trot around the first turn. On the inside, Chamber of Secrets. On the outside, Louis Lulu advancing up. These two are going to trade strides in front of Tom's Top Cat, who's a length and a half better than the mare Loving Disposition. Racing in fifth on the inside is Rambo Can Do as they trot to the first quarter of play. In sixth position, Friday's Gem. So with the lead on the inside, Chamber of Secrets benefiting from the draw. The opening quarter in 29. Chamber of Secrets up by 1. Louis Lulu in second. Racing in third is Tom's Top Cat. Moving to the outside, here comes Loving Disposition. Gap 4 to Rambo Can Do in fifth. Racing in sixth is Friday's Gem rather. Then it's Quick Chips and Ben's Gambler as they trot under the finish line the first time and lead around the turn where Chamber of Secrets braces for the challenge of Loving Disposition. Inside, Louis Lulu racing in third by 2.5. 1.25. Tom's Top Cat in fourth and losing ground. Friday's Gem now to the outside, launching an offensive. That'll trap in Rambo Can Do. The half goes in 59-3 up the back stretch. And kicking on is Loving Disposition. She's looking for her third in a row, and she now has taken the lead. James Secrets back to second. Louise Lulu is third by 6 or 7 now. Friday's Gem moving up into fourth around Tom's Top Cat. Picking up that cover and gaining is Quick Chips. So it's Loving Disposition with the lead around the turn. Loving Disposition by a length. Chamber of Secrets is still in there second. Racing him third is Louise Lulu, but look at Quick Chips come. He's fourth now, third on the outside. Making a break there was Friday's Gem. 3/4 and 129-1. And it's Loving Disposition who turns first up by 2. Quick Chips with a burst of speed getting into second now. Inside Chamber of Secrets in third. They're in deep stretch. Loving Disposition continuing on. Quick Chips got him to second, but can't get any further. Racing up on the outside is Louise Lulu, but it's Loving Disposition to win. Quick Chips is second, Louise Lulu third, and 2 minutes and 2. Entering the winner's circle, first race winner, Loving Disposition, 5-year-old mare by Devontae of the Lindy's Crown mare, Sweetheart Lobel. Loving Disposition, owned and trained by Brian Clark of Blissfield, Michigan. Tyler Buter, the winning driver. Loving Disposition wins her third in a row, and she trots the mile in 2 minutes and 2, a lifetime best. Fields on the turn. And a field of 7. Condition Toronto straight out onto the backstretch for the 8th race. 1 LT's Best has made a break. 1 LT's Best is off stride. And they're off and trotting on the outside. Loving Disposition moving out for the lead. Credit Card Molly matching strides with that one. Intrigue just made a break between. Intrigue is off stride. They go around the first turn. Outside, it's Loving Disposition now, who has tackled Credit Card Molly. Inside him third as they trot onto that first quarter of play is 119. Then we go a gap of 4. Back to SF Supersize, who's fourth. As they trot forward to that first quarter of play, Loving Disposition with the lead. Loving Disposition up by 2 lengths. First quarter and a time of 29-1, so they are scattered all over the racetrack. And Loving Disposition has the lead. Credit Card Molly is second by 2. In third position is 119. Then we go back to SF Supersize in fourth. Then we go 3 back to Ranger Star in fifth, 4 back to Intrigue in sixth, and a long way back to LT's Best. By the Hazel Park fans and around the club turn and on to the halfway point of the race. Loving Disposition leads it. Credit Card Molly racing in second. On the inside in third now is 119. Racing in fourth is SF Supersize. Half goes in 101-1, a 32-second quarter as they make their way up the backstretch and head to 3/4. Loving Disposition controlling things still. Credit Card Molly is second. 119 racing in third. SF Supersize is fourth. And now making another break off stride once again is Ranger Star. Outside him to fifth now is Intrigue as they go around the turn, but it's still Loving Disposition trying to take him all the way. Credit Card Molly is second. 119 is third. 3/4 and 131-2. Now getting interested. Here comes Intrigue as they come to the top of the stretch. It's Loving Disposition up by 2.5 now. Credit Card Molly. 119 to the outside as they straighten the way. Intrigue's coming wide on the course, but it's still Loving Disposition trying to take him all the way. Credit Card Molly still 3 back in second. 119 gaining on the outside in third, but Loving Disposition under a confident hand drive by Tyler Buter is drawing away, and Loving Disposition will win. 119 in second, SF Supersize third, into a 1-4. eighth race winner, number 8, Loving Disposition. 5-year-old mare by Devontae. The Lindy's Crown mare, Sweetheart Lobel. Loving Disposition, owned and trained by Brian Clark of Blissfield, Michigan. Tyler Buter, the winning driver. Loving Disposition in 2:01 and 4/5. Tonight's fields on the clubhouse turn. And a field of 9 conditioned trotters straight out onto the backstretch for race number 8 on this Thursday from Hazel. And they're off and trotting. Louise Lulu on the inside, moving away. Loving Disposition there between horses. Credit Card Molly on the outside. Coming away in 4th behind that trio is Venetians. They go round the first turn. 5th goes the SF Supersize. Then in 6th, Perfect View. A length better than Trust Me Claire. 119, Chippewa Richard trails off stride. There goes Venetia. Venetia has made a break. Credit Card Molly out and winging up by 3. On Louise Lulu racing him 3rd on the inside. Loving Disposition. They hit the opening quarter in a time of 29 seconds. So on the engine with the lead. By 3 is Credit Card Molly. Louise Lulu starting to tight in 2nd. Now out of 3rd, here comes Loving Disposition. We go 4 back to find SF Supersize in 4th. Perfect View. Skimming Cones in 5th. 119's on the move to the outside in 6th. That'll trap in Trust Me Claire. And Chippewa Richard gapping behind that duo. And Denisha back trotting but trailing, and now with a strong burst of speed. Loving Disposition now has made the top and opens up 2.5 on 70-1. Credit Card Molly. Half goes in 59 and 2. Second quarter 30 and 2. Up the back stretch they go. And it's Loving Disposition showing the way now up by 2.5. Racing in 2nd is Credit Card Molly. Louise Lulu then along the inside in 3rd. As they trot forward now to 3 quarters, Venetia still having all kind of problems in the back. Venetia's off stride again, but no problems for Loving Disposition, who has scampered away now. She leads it by 4 as they go around the turn. Credit Card Molly on the inside. Perfect View trying to make it up into 3rd. Back to 4th is Louise Lulu, and now she's guided off the cones. 3 quarters and 129. Loving Disposition trying to finish it out. Perfect View into 2nd. Credit Card Molly's had enough. Louise Lulu around that one as they straighten away, but Loving Disposition powerfully kicks on, and young Buter's got the whip on his back, looking around for everybody, but nobody's there. Loving Disposition's up impressively. Battle for place. Perfect View in 2nd. Louise Lulu into 3rd. Loving Disposition wins again. Perfect View was 2nd. Louise Lulu was 3rd at 159 and 1.
Shot to the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name.
Tyler!
Shot to the heart, and you're too late. You give love a bad name. I play my part, and you play your game. You give love a bad name.
Winner of the 8th race, number 2, Loving Disposition. 5-year-old mare by Devontae of the Lindy's Crown mare, Sweetheart Lobel. Loving Disposition, owned and trained by Brian Clark of Blissfield, Michigan. Tyler Buter, the winning driver. Loving Disposition trots it in 159 and 1, and that's a lifetime best for an ever 8th. And a field of 9 conditioned trotters straighten out onto the backstretch for tonight's 8th race from Hazel Park. And they're off and trotting. Head coach Loving Disposition away as a team. Outside 119, offering up early. Coming away fourth is Lizzie Levesque. Racing in fifth, Chippewa Richard. Outside, moving up More Like My Mom. Around the first turn they go, and head coach defends pylon position. Loving Disposition takes the two-hole tuck. Racing in third is 119. In fourth is Lizzie Levesque. In fifth position, 70-1 long shot, Chippewa Richard. And he's being followed up by Max Fliss, who's sixth. More Like My Mom is parked out in seventh. Then towards the inside is PDQ and Paralegal. Now More Like My Mom will drop back to last. The opening quarter was 29, and the head coach goes along by 1. Loving Disposition is second. Racing in third is 119. Driving to the outside. Here comes Max Fliss. Alertly up into fourth. That'll shuffle in. Lizzie Levesque in fifth. Chippewa Richard glued to the cones in sixth. Now off the cones, seventh is PDQ. Then it's Paralegal and More Like My Mom. Half goes in 1 minute and 4. They race up the back stretch, and head coach still with the length advantage. Loving Disposition now bottled up in the pocket second. Outside, Max Fliss inching forward in third. Inside 119, starting to look for a way off, and he's about 2.5 from the lead. On the outside, moving up fifth is Lizzie Levesque. PDQ is third over in sixth. Chippewa Richards saving ground. And now on the move from the back, here comes More Like My Mom as they amble on to three quarters with head coach trying to go the distance. Loving Disposition is second. Max Fliss continues to hang in there in third. 119 on the inside in fourth. Three quarters and 132 and 1. So head coach got away with a major breather that middle half, and he's opening up by a length and a half. Loving Disposition will try to outsprint him home once she gets room as they straighten the way for the stretch drive. Head coach cuts the corner. Loving Disposition, who's won 8 of 16 this year, moves to the outside to tackle. Inside 119 is third. There in deep stretch. Off stride. Head coach has made a break, and that means Loving Disposition will live up to her 4 to 5 promise. 119 is second. Head coach crossed the line off stride for third in 2:01 and 1.
Shot to the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name.
Tyler! Number 2, Loving Disposition cents. Trifecta 2. On the turn. Number 9, Mr. Superstar. Off stride. Way out of it. And the rest is sent. Incredible Nordic on the far outside. There goes Conchetti moving up as they race around the first turn. Make that go deep on the outside. It's go deep. Moving up now to take the lead. Rompaway Stacy racing in second. Coming away on the inside third as they trot forward to the opening quarter is Incredible Nordic. So on the outside, it's Go Deep, who angles off to lead by 2 lengths. Running on the inside second is Rompaway Stacy. Quickly out of fourth. Here comes Artful Power driving up third now. Back to fourth, Incredible Nordic. The first quarter went in a time of 28 seconds flat. So the trot is quick, and up on the outside, Artful Power brushing to the top past Go Deep in second. Rompaway Stacy back to third. Racing in fourth, Incredible Nordic by a length. Loving Disposition is fifth, and he moves to the outside, flushing Incredible Nordic. We go back to sixth where it's Perfect View. Angling to the outside, Thunder Putt saving ground seventh. Racing in eighth is Conchetti. long way off to Mr. Superstar, who had a very troubled beginning. Half goes in 59-2. That second quarter was reached in 31-2 as they trot up the back stretch in Artful Power. Now feeling some heat from 16-1. Incredible Nordic, who's just a half length away. On the outside, Loving Disposition confidently moves up into third as Go Deep starts to drop back to the inside. Rompaway Stacy on the outside. Thunder Putts about to get taken back. Outside gapping cover in seventh is Perfect View as they go round the turn. Conchetti behind that one. Incredible Nordic has taken the lead. Inside second, Artful Power. Dropping to the cones third is Loving Disposition as they hit three quarters in 128-4. And Artful Power is resilient. He fights off the challenge of Incredible Nordic. Rompaway Stacy is three wide, but you better watch the favorite Loving Disposition, who gets to the inside. Now pulls pocket on Artful Power, who leads it on the outside. Loving Disposition second. Conchetti sneaking through on the inside. Deep stretch. Loving Disposition. Conchetti on the inside. Down to these two. Loving Disposition may be very tight. Conchetti on the inside put together a wonder run in 159-4. We have a dead heat for win. Dead heat between the two, Loving Disposition and number 8, Conchetti. To Loving Disposition in the winner's circle now, a 5-year-old mare by Devontae of the Lindy's Crown mare, Sweetheart Lobel. She's owned and trained by Brian Clark and driven by Tyler Buter.